Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. I'm writing an adult literary fiction novel. Yeah, let's just say that. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about movies slash shows that I like as a writer. And okay, first let's address the elephant in the room. Why am I in a different place than I usually am for my sit down videos? I just hate the white walls that are in my not my room, but my brother's room. So I just decided to come here, which is like the hallway to my brother's room. This place, okay, upstairs, our upstairs is like an attic. It's supposed to be an attic, but I think it was like revamped or something to be just like, I don't know, have rooms in it. So yeah, that's what the house is. But so this is like the hallway to my brother's room, which is there. So, and this wall is better, but the reason why I don't really film right here is because the lighting, there is no light here, because there's a light in my brother's room, there's a light right there, and there's a light in the other room, but there's and when I say right there, I mean at the staircase, but there's not a light for this little hallway, so I have to use a lamp or a whatever. So yeah, that's why I usually don't film here, but I was just tired of having just such white walls, and I feel like it's just, I don't know, it was just so bright, and I didn't like that. So we're gonna try this. If I don't like it, I'll go to something new. Yeah, and second off, this mirror, why you might be asking, we have this, it's for our hair when we do our hair upstairs, because we need to see our hair. So we have windows practically everywhere. I mean, no, not windows, mirrors practically everywhere because of our hair. But yeah, now that that's all out of the way, there's another change to how I'm going to be doing this, I guess, series, because I have two of these types of things where I have the book version and I have the movie slash show version, where what I do is I talk about 5 books, movies, shows that I think are really good, and talking about a writer's perspective on it, which beforehand what I was doing was I was giving no spoilers, but now I'm thinking of giving spoilers. But what I'm trying to do is not full-on spoilers. So what I'll do is I'll say why you should watch these shows slash movies without spoilers, and just be okay, this is why you should watch it, and hope that you guys watch it, because I feel part of this series is about recommending things. And then I'm gonna go to the spoilers version, and once the spoilers version comes in, I'll tell you guys this is spoilers, have something big and red spoilers. But anyways, then after that, I'm gonna talk about the spoiler reasons I like the book slash movie slash show. Wait, yeah. So today's video, we're doing movies and shows that I really like as a writer. Let me pull up the page that these are in. Okay, so let's start off non-spoilers. Okay, so the first show we're starting with shows, and we're gonna, actually no, it's shows then movies. And okay, the first thing is a show, and it's called Little Fires Everywhere. I'm gonna have the little thing here. Okay, so A Little Fires Everywhere, that's also a book. I've talked about how much I love the book, but fun fact, I watched the show before I read the book. Yeah, and it's a really good show. What I'll say about it, non-spoilers, is it's a family drama. It has this art. The main character is this multimedia artist, which is really cool. A black main character, which is cool, and Kerry Washington. So yeah, those are the non-spoilers. Now let's go to the next thing, and I'm wondering if I should do non-spoilers then spoilers then go to the next thing, but for now, let's just try this way of doing things. If I don't like it, I'll switch it up in the future, but this is what my plan is for now. Okay, so the next one is Squid Games. So Squid Games is about what is it about? It's about these people who go on to this game thing to win a lot of money, a lot of money, and it talks about class, and it talks about just I don't know, what we're willing to do for money. And so that's why I'd recommend it. It's a what is it? Is it Korean? Or am I making that up? But yeah, it's something like that. I think a Korean show. And yeah, it's really good. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a show about class and just like stuff like that. And there's also like games that the main characters play, which is like fun to watch and stuff like that. So go watch that. Then the next thing we have on my list is Brother. So Brother is about these two brothers, and we follow them. Wait, no. Okay, so basically we know that the older brother in this family has died. Right, yeah. And then we're kind of watching like the little brother like through grief and like the mother's grief. And then we also get to know the older brother. I highly recommend it. It's mostly in the way that the show is done that makes me love it so much, which I'll talk about that in the spoilers section. But like for now, it's really good. It's amazing. Just watch it blindly. Like I completely don't even look at the spoilers part of the brothers film thing. Because the show's really good. Like I'm not the show. Dang. Okay, there was like a tornado. Actually, I don't know if it was a tornado or just like high wind or something that went through somewhere. So like, I don't know, people outside are fixing like the power lines and stuff like that, because we don't have school today either, because I think it cut off some power lines and stuff like that. So I'm getting a lot of filming done, but like if you hear noise in the background, it's because they're fixing power lines and just like doing all the stuff to like make things go back to normal. So yeah, there's that. Okay, the next thing we're gonna talk about is Sinners. So fun fact, I keep saying fun fact, but it's not really fun fact. But it's I didn't want to watch Sinners because people are like, oh my gosh, it's about vampires. It's about bro. Okay, that's annoying. But anyways, it's about vampires, and I was like, I didn't want to watch it. I was like, oh, okay, vampires, who cares? I thought it was just gonna be like another Jordan Peele rip-off, because I have so many thoughts on like Jordan Peele like rip-off horror movies, because I think when Jordan Peele did it, it was good, but then y'all continue to do it over and over again to the point where it's just not good anymore, and it's just like, just guys, stop it. Like it makes me so mad. It's a topic I could talk about all day, but I thought Sinners was just like a little Jordan Peele, like not rip off, but like a Jordan Peele like thing. And why I'm saying this is because I'm not saying like all black horrors are just like Jordan Peele like rip-offs. That's not what I'm saying. What I mean is the Get Out twist. People will literally do that for quietly every single black horror, and it's like, guys, stop that. That's what I'm talking about by you guys need to stop. But anyways, I thought that's what Sinners was. It's not. So Sinners is actually more of it mixes genres. It's like a sci-fi, a horror, a historical movie, and whatever. So we follow Smoke and Stack, and they come back to the South because why do they come back to the South? They come back to the South. I think it's like explained why. And like basically they come back and they're trying to make this like bar, and like it's supposed to be this bar full of black joy and whatever, and then just like I guess bad things happen. The vampires come up in this part. That's what the movie is about. Watch it blind too, guys. It's such a good movie. I know I thought I wouldn't like it, but it's such a good movie. I highly recommend it, so just go watch that movie. Then the last thing on the non-spoilers part of this video is the next step. So the next step is about these dancers who are in like a studio called The Next Step, and we watch a troupe, and it's like whatever. Yeah, a troupe as they go to their competitions for regionals, nationals, and internationals, and that's basically it. This one is like just a guilty pleasure. That's why it's in here. Like, as a writer, I wouldn't say this is the best written thing to ever exist, but it's fun. It's fun. It's like the reason why it's on this list is because this is the book, no, the show that made me so into like dance and just like watching dance shows and just like reading dance books. And just like, if you're asking where my dance obsession came in, it's from The Next Step. I love that it's so much. Like it's such a great show. But more on it in the spoiler section. Okay, we've arrived to the spoiler section. Have that big red faith, editing faith. Don't be lazy. Please actually do it, because I feel like sometimes I just see something and I just don't do things. So, go ahead. Right here. Okay. Oh, is that like a cute little thumbnail? I don't know. Let me just, okay. No. Let me calm down. But like, yeah, so this is the spoilers section. Okay, so we're gonna go through it, repeat it in order, and just like I'll tell you my spoiler reasons. I love the show. So let's get into it. So again, with Little Fires Everywhere. Okay, Little Fires Everywhere. What's my obsession with it? Okay, first off, I didn't tell you guys about like the plot where you know that the house is burning down and there's these little like fire things, just like you get like a glimpse of a fire, I don't know, thing, like how, because the main question in the book that you're asking is, how did this fire start? And I really love it when shows/books do that, because it's just like, it gives me something to think about before I get invested in your characters. And like, if I'm never invested in your characters, at least I'm saying, why did this fire start? And I loved that. Also the backstory with Mia, I love that so much. Like, oh my gosh, that was actually so amazing. Like, this would be why I wanted to write like a photographer Black character, is because of this show. But yeah, the backstory is that what's called the brother died or whatever. But yeah, the brother died, and then like we also have the what is it? The art professor. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. The dark creepiness of it, and just like how just like, I don't know, odd her art is, and just like, oh my gosh, I loved that so much. Mia's backstory is what like quite literally made that show for me, and I love that. And I also loved Izzy, which is the youngest sibling in the Richardson family or whatever. So Izzy, why I loved her character so much is like, I like the fact that they made her queer in the show. Like, it was such an interesting thing. Watching her like friendship breakup was very interesting, and I loved those two characters. They had such interesting things going on for them, and it's just it was a really fun show to watch, and I highly recommend. At this point, if you're in the spoiler section, either you're gonna watch it anyways and you're like, oh, okay, I don't care about spoilers, or you're just here like, okay, I know what the show is, which I'm hoping you guys know what the show is, because if you don't know what the show is, then things are gonna be very confusing. What is that? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, things are gonna be very confusing because I'm not like really giving updates, because I'm assuming that you know what the show is. So yeah, and then the next show we're going to talk about is Squid Games. So Squid Games is about this, okay, I've already said what it's about, but it's like this game show whatever thing. Okay, what I liked about it was the fact that the main character goes back to like, you know what I mean, once they figure out that they're gonna die. Oh, that was like a big thing that I should have said, like, the characters die if they don't win, and that's just like really talking about like how much, I don't know, class and just like how much people would do for money. But anyways, what I really liked about it is how the characters, after hearing that they're gonna die, and they like, you know what I mean, they vote to get out of Squid Games. And I really like that, because I feel like in a lot of things they would have been like, no, they don't vote for that, like, oh my gosh, why would they do that? Because it's just like, they don't vote for Squid Game. Wait, they don't vote for Squid Games to end because they're broke, but also I'm like, bro, if you realize that your life is on the line, then you're like, okay, like let me stop that. And then it's just like, it gives you so much hope, but then it's just like they realize how bad their lives are. And I really like that because it talks about class and just like how, I don't know, how complicated the issue is of just like, I don't know, like just like money and just like, I don't know what I'm trying to say something, but I don't know how to say it, so I guess I'll leave at that. But like I just liked how it talked about how far people would go for money, but also they still are humans and they have common sense, but at the same time, like poverty sometimes feels worse than death, and that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and I really like that. I thought that was actually such a just like, I don't know, profound part of the show, and like that really, I really loved it. Another thing I love about the show, the games. I love the games. The games are just so fun, like just like so many different games, and just like, you know what I mean, it scratches an itch that I didn't know I had. And yeah, it's really good because you just watch these different games, you watch as they're played, and it's just like, it's fun, though it's just like, oh my gosh, they're dying, but like it's fun for that, and it's very emotional because of just like, you know, whatever. Right now it's very emotional because like you get to know the characters and then they die, and it's like, oh my gosh. The second season, I will say, wasn't as good as the first, but that's because, like, you know what I mean, you have the main cast, and then when they add like other people, it's sometimes it's just like, I don't know, just like I don't like the new people, but like that's just like a me thing. Like I always like the old people, and I don't know if the problem was the fact that the new people weren't as good as the old people. It just is that like the old people are the first people I saw, and so I'm so connected to them. But yeah, really good show. Absolutely loved it. The next one is the movie Brother. I've talked about all these. Why am I saying I talked about this? But anyways, so Brother, the spoiler thing that I wanted to say and why I think it's so brilliant. Okay, so in the commercial, we see that the brother is what's called dead, right? And then once you watch the movie, you're just like, you're watching out for everything that could kill him, and it just feels like he's one step just like away from death 24/7. Just like the whole movie, you think that like you don't know what's going to kill him because everything looks like it's about to kill him. And I just loved how the movie used the trailer to just like, I don't know, talk about the movie, and just like how, because you're not told what is going to kill him in the last minute, you're just like staring at everything, just like hyper just like I guess it makes your brain just like think what's going to kill him, and because of that, you're just aware of everything that's going to do that or that could do that, and you realize that it's basically everything, like everything in his life, he was set up from the beginning, and it was just like there was no way that he was going to live for long. And then like when the thing that actually does kills him for this thing, it was police brutality. You think like, yeah, but you also think like everything else could have killed him, and like if that thing didn't kill him, it would be something else. And I think that's just like, I don't know, so profound and just like so insightful, and just like, I don't know, it made me think, and I really liked that, and I really like that. That was actually so good. Like I didn't realize that till the end, and now I don't know, I guess I'll be thinking different. I mean, I say that, but like, you know what I mean, it's really good, and I really like that. What I will say is the relationship between the little brother and the girl did not need to be there. That's exactly what I mean by shows, movies, books, whatever, need to stop having that little relationship that they do to make the book the piece of media happy, because it's just like, it doesn't add anything. It feels just out of place in within the context of the piece of media. It's kind of just like, okay, who cares about that person? But yeah, I just thought that was just like, I don't know, something in there that did not need to be in there. And because of that, there's nothing because of that. But like, I feel like if they were to do that, what I think they could have done was just made the girl be more just like, I don't know, talk about just like who they were. I don't know, they could have done something. I don't think that relationship needed to be in there, because like the only purpose it served was to make the piece to make the movie just like happier, which I felt unnecessary. So that was my thoughts. Wow, I'm getting tired. This is a 20-minute long video, so this is gonna be really short. I'm assuming it's gonna be like 25 minutes. I've been making like really long videos lately, but like, you know what I mean, this is just like a little something to just like, I guess, tied over to the next week. Okay, the next one we have is Sinners. So Sinners is a movie, and Sinners follow, well, obviously I said what, so Sinners follows, so like, let me not, I don't know, repeat myself. But okay, so in Sinners, what I loved about it, I loved the relationship between Annie and Smoke. That's obvious. But you know what? Here's the big thing that I feel like no one is, I don't know, talking about. The moment those twins were separated, I started bawling. Because you know why? Because like, it's just like me and my sister, like that reminded me of my sister, and I'm just like, they'll never see each other again unless like he's freed from the vampirism. But like, I don't know, it was so, oh my gosh. And it's just like they go with their significant others, but like I feel like some part of them will always be missing. And just like, and also the part where what's called Smoke is trying to roll up his like cigarette or something. I don't know how those things work, but anyways, I saw this on TikTok and I was like, oh my gosh. And then just like, because Stack always did it for him, and I was just like, wow. And just like Smoke always protected Stack, and just like that whole relationship was so good. I loved how the twins were done in that movie, and I feel like that's why I say that it's more up my alley, because I tend to like media about relationships between just like people, like friendships, sibling relationships, just like all types of relationships. And so I really like that part of the book. That part of the movie, and I just thought it was so good. And just like, I love their relationship so much. Like, oh my gosh. And it's like, once I went out of that movie theater, I was crying. I was like, no, like, oh my gosh. No wonder people were seeing it 3 times. And to think that I almost didn't watch it because I thought it would just be bad. Absolutely not. I don't know why I wouldn't. Oh, plus I had like movie theater tickets to watch a free movie, and that's why like we were looking at movies in the movie theater to watch. So yeah, and that's just a good movie. I think I'm gonna be looking out for more newer Black movies to watch in movie theaters, because like that was just such a fun experience, and so glad I did that. Okay, then the last thing we're talking about is the show The Next Step. So The Next Step, here are my spoilers, I guess. I love just like the relationships. Okay, let's just, I guess, go through every single relationship. Michelle, Eldon, and the Emily debacle. Here's what I'll say for that. Michelle was actually so messed up for that. Like, and same with Eldon. Like, how they were sitting down going like, oh my gosh, we're just in love. And when Eldon was pining for Emily this whole time, like, no, I'm always on Emily's side. I'll always be team Emily. I do not care. Like, they did Emily dirty. And then when it was called, Michelle was like, oh my gosh, everyone hates me here. And it's just like, bro, that's how Emily felt. Pissed me off. I hate them. To Emily's the only good one for that pair. Then we have Riley and James. I love their relationship. I know it's toxic. Like, rewatching this, because I watched this when I was younger, I'm just like, oh my gosh, they are such a toxic pairing, and they need to actually stop this, because this is actually like, just like, they keep cheating on each other. And I'm on the fourth season right now, and it's like I know that she cheats on him with Alfie or whatever his name is, and I'm just like, okay, it is a little toxic, but that first season of them, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Like, and remember how they like had that little date where they went around the world? Oh my gosh, like that's so adorable. I love that relationship so much. Like, I'm sorry, just the beginning of their relationship is so good. Also, rewatching the show, once season 4 comes, once we're introduced to the new main characters, I'm actually kind of excited for just like what's to come within the show, because I'm just like excited to see those new relationships and just like whatever. And like before, it was sad because it's just like, okay, I love the main characters in the beginning, and I think those will always be the best seasons, season 1 and season 2. But like the new characters, I'm excited for them, like specifically like Sloane or Sloange, I don't know, and then like those two, that pairing or whatever. I'm really excited to see them, and just like, yeah, I'm excited to just like continue on to the Next Step universe, and it's been here for so long, and it's just so good. Though I do think that the writing is so bad. The writing is actually atrocious. Like the writing, oh my gosh, let me try not to be mean, but okay. First off, actually, no. Let's get to the big, like, just what? Okay, how old is each main character? Just like, how old are they? Because my thing is, I need to know how old these people are, because there are some things that they do that it's just like, what are you talking about? Like, I think 4th season don't like just like the guys go to London or something. Like, I'm just like, can you do that without your parents? Maybe, but like, I'm just like, how old are these main characters? Because we need to know, because like it's confusing. And I heard that like in a thing that Amanda and that little boy date in the show, and I'm just like, what are we do? Oh yeah, Amanda and Noah, and I'm just like, wasn't that just a little kid a second ago? And then just like the next season, he was just like, I don't know, not all grown up, but like taller, I guess. Like, I don't know. They need to explain that, because like it's really irritating me, because like, how old are they? Second off, when they made all of the people leave from the old year, here's what I think they should have done. I think everyone who got an opportunity was great. I think everyone should have just got an opportunity from somewhere else. I think that's just like what they should have done, because like for what's his name again? West? Why was West sitting down going like, I have the what's called travel bug? Like, be so for real. Like, I'm pretty sure he stays in London and he stays there for the rest of season 4. Like, he does not have the travel bug. He just the show wanted him to leave, and you guys could have just made him leave. Just like say that they were all what's called introduced to this program, or that West is trying to just like have like a better future in dance, and like he thinks he can accomplish that in a different place. And because I think that everyone who had that be their explanation as to why they left was really good and really valid, because like obviously that's why they're doing it. That's the little tangent I had to go on. Is there anyone else? Tiffany, I love Tiffany. I loved her. I know you guys are like, she's a bad dancer. I don't care. She's black, and I like black characters, and I forever will. And I think that if they let her dance contemporary, in a contemporary style rather than hip-hop, she would have been like a really good dancer. Because Lee, look at her in the what's called what is it, the theme song, like she's doing a bunch of spins. Like, yeah, no, she's a good dancer. They just, for some reason, this show had like a whole thing against black people where they were trying to make every single black person do hip-hop, which it was fine when it came to the dancers who actually knew how to do hip-hop, but then there would be dancers who didn't, and it was just like, guys, this is kind of weird. Y'all just like shouldn't have done that, because if they didn't, then it would have just gone so much better. And so yeah, I think that that's something that should have done. Let's just go throughout the whole cast, because why not? Okay, Stephanie was just like obsessed with Emily. They had like a little friendship thing. I think Stephanie was more evil than Emily was, because Emily basically did none of the bad work. It was specifically Stephanie who did everyone dirty, and we need to actually acknowledge that. Okay, Chloe, I had no opinions on her. She was kind of just like a there character. She couldn't afford dance. It was whatever. That storyline was yeah, just whatever. Giselle is a really good dancer. Yeah. Riley, you guys are calling Riley the best dancer to exist in the show. You guys need to stop. Okay, in the first season, look at the way that she danced. Like, y'all are saying like Tiffany should have been off the team. Who else? Emily should have been off the team. And it's like, bro, I agree, instead of like Giselle. And I'm just like, but look at Riley that first season. Oh my gosh, that girl was, she was just like all over the place. Like, she couldn't dance at all. So it's just like, I think y'all are lying to yourselves, because if you watch the first season back, she could not dance. But I really love the War is Over dance. I feel like she should have done the War is Over dance during internationals, because it would have just been really cool instead of putting Giselle there, because like, bro, why would you do that? Anyways, let's talk about other characters, I guess. Is there any other characters? I feel like those are the only prominent characters. So we talked about West. Oh, we didn't talk too much about West. West is a really good dancer. Some people are saying all he could do was hip hop. Guys, he was actually like, he was holding his own throughout other styles of dance, and I think that was really good. I think the fandom is low-key racist. I don't know. Let me not say too much on them yet, but like, I feel like they just say things that are just so weird. Like, how can you like Eldon? Like, I'm so sorry. If you like Eldon, I think you're a weirdo. Eldon was just a weirdo. He was basically harassing Emily throughout, just going like, oh my gosh, can we go on a date? Can we go on a date 24/7? And then he cheats on her with Michelle. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Anyways, other characters. Okay, I'm reading something. Is there any other characters? Let me think. Okay, so James is a good dancer in my opinion. She's like good. Then there's Eldon. I told you I hate him. West, I told you he's good, but, and also the silly thing, like how they were just like making him a silly characters. Why did shows back then do that? Like, make the bad characters like these silly people, and it was supposed to like undermine stereotypes, but it was kind of just annoying, because like, it was just like they had no personality, they had nothing. Like, everyone had something going on for them except for this character. Like, West barely even dated Emily. Just like, they had a crush on each other for 2 episodes, and then they were done with, just like outside of that personality trope, like, you know what I mean, things like that. Is there another guy? I'm thinking first season. Like, I think those were the 3. Oh, Daniel. Oh, I hated Daniel. I hated him so much. Absolutely not. Who liked Daniel? Daniel, he quite weird. Like, he left the Next Step because he wasn't the male soloist, and he wasn't even as good as Eldon, I guess. If that's what they say, then that's what they're saying. And I agree. He should never have done that, and he just kept doing the Next Step dirty. He needed to stop. Other characters, Michelle, I told you she was just like a weirdo. Emily, I told you I like her. Tiffany, I told you I like her. I think y'all do her dirty. Amanda, oh, I haven't talked about Amanda. Amanda she ruined the relationship between, what are they? Who are they? The relationship between these 2 characters, Emily and Hunter, and that just made me so sad. Like, they did Emily dirty during just like every single season, and she didn't leave, unlike Michelle. But yeah, I think that's all we're gonna talk about. We're done with this video. Tell me if you guys like this style of how I'm doing my favorites, or if I should do it in a different style in the comments below. Yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.